Good morning, everyone. How are you? Hope you're well. Welcome to Midweek Wakes. It's not Midweek Wakes. I can't say it. Excuse me. Midweek Makes on a Wednesday. There we go. Let's say some hellos first of all. Hello to Stacey, first on YouTube. I'm very well, thank you very much. Hope you are too. Hello to Linda Roberts and Claire Fancy McGee. Good morning. And to everyone else as well, and Michelle Bushnell and Gillian Godfrey. Vicky, good evening. Good evening to you. I can't see which flag you've put there. Is that the Australian flag? I can't quite make it. It's tiny in my comments. And Lynn Harrison, hello to you. Hope you're all well. Let's just pop over to Facebook. Lots of you on here as well. Shelley. No, we had Stacey was first on YouTube and Shelley's first on Facebook. Oh, I just got a ping. I'll turn my volume down. I have no idea what the ping was. Please ignore the send stars thing. I can't get rid of that, unfortunately. I don't know why it comes up. I've tried everything. If you're on Facebook watching, please ignore the send stars thing to comment. You do not have to send stars to be able to comment. Hello to Julie. I'm very well, thank you. And Claire as well. Fancy McGee again. Adele. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Maureen. Marie. Marie sent. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Marie. Lynn, good evening to you. Where are you, Lynn? Good evening. And good morning to the other Lynn, Lynn Price. And Monica. Hopefully I've not missed anybody out. And to Rachel. Hello. Right. Okay. So today we're going to be doing some mixed media crafting. There are some more people joining us on YouTube. Hello to you all. Thank you. I don't want to bore everybody by reading out everyone's name at the beginning, but hopefully if you've got any questions, put them in capitals and I can hopefully catch sight of those. And if I don't answer, then just re-ask the question after a few minutes if I haven't seen it, because I'm trying to keep an eye on 2 platforms at a time. Now I've got this in front of me at the moment. I'm going to be doing mixed media cards. I'm hoping to get 3 done. So I've actually got some white craft and black. I would love in this hour to whiz through a quick white craft and black card, or with a little bit of a mixed media theme on them. Just a little bit. I'm not going to cover a card or go really full on canvas like with it, but just to do a little bit to show you that mixed media doesn't have to be full on and overwhelming. So I'd like to get them done. But very first, the deal of the day today on Craft Stash is actually one of my mandala collections. Now, all I've done is taken the lid off this box. This shows how unorganized I am. But this is my textures. Oh, of course, it's on the lid, isn't it? I was going to say, where's my label? It's on the lid. My mandala collection. Remarkable Mandalas. I didn't actually name that, by the way. Somehow that skipped past me because I never would have named it. Such a mouthful. But this is the Remarkable Mandalas collection. And I just wanted to show you very quickly because I absolutely adore some of the items. And because it's an older collection, I rarely come to it. So there's 2 main die sets with this collection. And they're layering, well, one's not a layering die. This is not a layering die, but now if I dig in, so that's another one. You can easily snip into this die. It's an A5 die. I'll show you the cards in just a moment. I want to show you a card. Here's the die set. It's gorgeous. So that's the panel die. Look at this. Look at these ones. If I grab these. So you can easily snip into it and layer it up with different colours. So look at that. That's gorgeous for Christmas, isn't it? Imagine that with some silver or some glitter sparkle. By the way, everybody, I hope you can all see okay. I've actually increased like the resolution on the videos today. Sometimes it makes the video lag a little bit, but I'm testing it out to see if I can get you a clearer picture. So let me know in the comments if it looks really good, if you've got any issues with it, things like that, because I want the best for you so you can actually see it without it lagging. But on the other hand, I also want you to have the clearest possible picture. So let me know how it goes. This is another version where I've layered up, cut into. I've also used foam. Actually, this one I've used lots of, is there foam? I think there is foam in there. Sometimes I use lots of layers of cardstock. Now this one's actually paper piece. It's completely flat. So for those of you who do have to really consider thin cards for posting, you can still get a similar look. So that's just part of the collection. Now the entire collection, I'll just run through it very quickly, is under 40 quid, like £49 something, sorry, £39 something today, just the deal of the day. You can find it by going through, I have pinned a comment. I'm glad it's clear, Lynn, thank you very much. Good. I just hope it holds. So yeah, if you pop onto Craft Stash, I've pinned a comment on both Facebook and YouTube. And just if you buy anything from Craft Stash today, if you can just pop through that comment, you can come back as well if you decide later, oh, I need to top up on cardstock. You can come back and use those links at any time, and that is an affiliate link, so I do get a small portion of a percentage if you purchase. It's tiny, but pennies add up, don't they? What's it? Pennies make pounds. Look after the pennies, and the pounds will look after themselves, I think. Moving on. So this is another one of the die sets that is, I love the muted tones in these. And you can create these card bases with this same die set as well. And that's this one. These are layering panels. They are around about 3 inch by 6 inch, very roughly from memory. And you get the 3 panels in there, and they layer up because you've got the solid one with a few more cutouts, and then the really detailed one. And then we've got stamps as well. I actually got this out because I thought I might use the stamps. Now, excuse the fact that I've chopped up my acetate sheet in here. That's so I can play with placement and planning. But hopefully you can still see the stamps. There's lots of different mandala shapes, but they fit inside each other. So you can mix and match, but you can also create multicolored mandalas with your stamping, as I have here. So I've actually used blue, pink, purple, and a clear embossing powder and gold, look, to get the gold highlights. And you see how I've mixed the mandalas. They are really, really cute. I love them. Oh, and there's another one, another version here. I don't know which way this card was supposed to go, but you know, let's see. And this is all different embossing powders doing the same stamp set. This is all included, those dies and those stamps. I mean, just those alone are worth it. You've also got some beautiful papers here, mandala papers. You've got the border set here too. I always forget to get that border set out. I should use it so much more. These stencils as well are fabulous. Okay, these are going to be a craft staple because you've got the letters, you've got the alphabet, and they're really big, and you can trace around them, you can ink through them, you can stamp through them as well. All these, if you like quilling, they're great for a guide. So that's my little mandalas box. So I just wanted to show you that today. I might be crafting with that a little bit. We shall see. Let me put that behind me. A very quick catch up. Hello to Vanessa, Diane. Hello, Laurie. Good morning. You weren't first in today, Laurie. Bezzy B, good morning. Nova, hello. Hope you're well. Not good on Facebook. Let me go and have a look at Facebook in a moment. Joanne, good evening from Sydney. Hello, Elaine and Elizabeth as well on YouTube. Now let me see. Yeah, I'm very quiet. I think this microphone is very quiet. It's actually a really good microphone. For some reason, it's very, very quiet. Sharon Lynn, good morning. Kobe, hello. Tracy Humphreys, good morning to you. Nova's also on Facebook. It's funny, so many of you actually watch on 2 platforms. Is it like Claire said, she swaps platforms? She goes from one to another, or swapped stations. How's craft room coming along? Okay, so last night we actually booked the plasterer. He's not available until the 2nd of November. So he is on his way though. He's booked. So 2nd of November. I've actually this morning, we've given in notice in the other studio that we rent through work. So we'll be moving from there. Basically, end of the year, I'll be out of there. So by then, I'm hoping by the 1st of January, I will have a new craft room to show you completely. We shall see. Good morning, Lynn Allison as well. Sheena, hope you're well. I think that's everyone. Okay, so I am going to get crafting because I did say I didn't really have very long. So the first thing I'm going to do, I don't know. I want to do a mixed media card. Let's start with white because it's much easier. I'm actually going to take a DL card base. For those of you who've just joined, I'm hoping to get through 3 mixed media cards today, but I'd like to do nice, quick, easy ones that you can follow along with. And I'd also like to make them on one on white, one on craft, and one on black, just to show you the difference. It doesn't always have to be a bright colour or something on craft. I think some people consider mixed media as having to be grungy as well. I didn't measure that, by the way. I just went by what it looks like. I'm terrible for this. I don't measure my cards. I just worry about the envelope later. Let me just turn that volume up, by the way, for everybody. Sorry, I can do that a little bit. Just let me know if so everybody, I'm turning the volume up in just a moment. Not massively, but enough. It might now deafen some of you if you have turned your volume up. Okay, just a warning. There we go. How's that? Is that a little bit better? Hopefully it is. Hi from Indiana. Indiana, I got posh. Hello, Anne Taylor. Hope you're well. So there's my card. I would use something like my Sizzix scoreboard and trimmer to then create myself an envelope to fit afterwards. A lot of my cards I just love to make and I end up not sending. So I don't worry. I don't stress about the envelope until I decide to actually send it. Now, let's see. We want a nice bright colour. I want a nice bright combination of colours. Let's go really bright. Let's go Picked Raspberry and Mermaid Lagoon. Now, just because these are mixed media doesn't mean that they're going to be, like I say, grungy and dark. I might do that a little bit with the craft one perhaps, but mixed media can be bright colours as well. Absolutely. Right, so let's see. I need my craft. I'm going to bring in a little craft mat because I'm conscious that that does create glare. And I'm going to do, first of all, start off, nothing new here. We're going to do a bit of smooching. It's a bit of a square. Don't really want a square, but oh, okay, we've got a blob. That doesn't matter. There we go. So now the card base that I'm using is, let's get a bit of tissue. I've actually run out of wet wipes, which is a disaster if I'm doing mixed media. So we'll see how that goes. Right, the card base that I'm using is, it's a pre-made one, so I can't tell you what the weight is. It's good weight though, about 220 GSM I'd say, something like that. Try and keep this one a bit more compact. And do the same. Whoop. So just doing a couple of smooches. I know that the pink and the blue are likely to kind of create a bit of a purple colour. That's fine, I'm okay with that. Let's do a bit of dabbing. Okay, who is quite scared of smooching and inking and things like this? Who does it worry? Let me know. I've tried to pick out only stamp sets that I know are still available for you, so if you like any of these, I'm working with the wildflowers at the moment. I did just check. I think this one's been restocked because I'm sure it was getting very low or sold out. So what I'm going to do now is take the same two colours and take a patterned stamp. So this one's just some numbers, and I'm going to stamp over what I've just done. See how much darker that is? A little bit up here as well. There we go. Let's just see if I can refresh the comments. Good morning from Tenerife, Rosalind. Rubbing it in. Is it nice weather there? You're scared of it, Gianna. Do you like watching people do it, or does that give you the jeebies? You need that craft mat. So these are craft stash or creative craft product mats. There's an A4 one and a 6x6 blending mat in the pack together. If you're a VIP, I think, look at this, it also acts. I haven't actually just pressed that down so it could fall off, but it also acts as a stamping block platform. I go off on two different, does anyone notice? I do go off on different sentences. There we go. So now I've added texture using still just 2 inks. How cool is that? Didn't take long. Craft stash, yeah, so you get a 6x6 inch mat and you get an A4 in the pack. They're only a few pound. It is so freeing, Lynn, honestly. It's just like there's no such thing as a mistake, I don't think. One thing I have forgotten though actually is my stencils. I've left them in another room. We'll see if I can get by without them. I will try to. Now, I have got, if any of you are really worried about mixed media, I have got on my YouTube channel a mixed media method. So it's a 5-step mixed media method that guides you through as a beginner how to get started with the mixed media project, because very often there's so much thrown on there that people get a little bit lost. Let's stick with this stamp set just for this particular project. I really actually like doing that. I That's a really cool way of stamping, isn't it? Using your blending mat. I like that. Accidents and stuff. Happy accidents. So let's see how it works. You bought inking mats to work with more, but your inks haven't tried yet. Yeah, so just try it. Just get some ink and some stamps and just start playing. Get some water. Make sure you've got wet wipes. Like I say, I've just run out of mine. I haven't replaced them. But kitchen towel and water work just as well. So that's actually really cool because I can really press into the detail of the stamp there if I need to. Good to know. Do you know sometimes you've got stamps, I mean, I'm talking about any brand here that just don't, there's always a part that just doesn't quite stamp. Yeah, you know what I mean? Let me see, who have we got? Hang on, I missed somebody, I apologise. Linda, you're scared of inking because of the mess. Bad thing as a craft. Yeah, so I think the best thing to do is just protect your surface. If you don't like mess on your hands, I know some people don't, pop some gloves on, have wet wipes or kitchen towel to hand and just have a play, because I think you'll love the results. And I think less is more as well. I've gone a little bit crazy with the colour there, but I'm going to cover a lot of it up anyway. So I think a big thing with mixed media is the contrast. So I'm gonna be brave. I'm not going to judge it. I'm just going to go, there we go, cut that out. So think about your contrast, adding white and black or keeping white and black, either way. That makes a big difference. So I'm just going to cut around this stamped image. It's actually a really simple image to cut round. And I know that it's going to go off half my card, which is why I've cut the other wing off, part of it. So I'm a bit croaky today. My run was a little bit hard this morning. I think it's the cold air. I stepped out this morning and I'm still going out in a t-shirt at the moment. I haven't gone to the long sleeves yet. And as I stepped out, I thought, oh, it is cooler now. It's definitely an October morning. And yeah, I think my chest felt it this morning, the colder air. So start thinking about wrapping up. Oh, I don't like. Right, I'm going to ignore the antenna as well. Sorry, butterfly, but who's got time for cutting round antenna? I haven't. So that's going to go there. And see, instantly we're already starting to build up that kind of mixed media look. Doesn't take long. Monica loves smooching. Sorry, I'm being childish. Did my own autumnal background with that technique last night. Lovely. Can't wait to see it. Fabulous. Vicky, love the idea of mixed media. Enjoy watching others do it. I'm absolutely crazy about the mess I make. Do you mean you're crazy, you don't like it? Or I can't believe you love it. What card do you use for stamping? Okay, so this is my card base. It's a pre-made card base, so I'll stamp onto that, no problem. This is a piece of cardstock which actually comes, I haven't got the packet with me, but if you look on Craft Stash and look under their cardstock, it's under the brand Creative Craft Products, and they have white stamping cardstock. Pop through that link that I've got in the comments, you'll find it through there, and it's brilliant. It's smooth, it holds water and mediums and things if I need it to. It's absolutely brilliant. Now I want to increase the contrast, the black on here as well. Just make sure I haven't missed any more comments. Oh, you don't like the mess. I must admit, I'm not keen on the mess. I'm always washing my hands. I'm terrible. I will bleach my hands, which I know you shouldn't do, but it does get distressing, or certainly oxides out really, really quickly. And I'm wiping everything up. Can you save it? Well, Shirley, if you think about it this way, if it goes wrong, can you save it? Just do it on a piece of cardstock, and it doesn't matter if you throw it away. You can cut it into strips. You can do a patchwork piece with it afterwards if you don't like the overall look. So yes, there is a lot that you can do with that if it doesn't quite go as planned. Thank you, Deborah. Right, so let's get on with this. I'm going to come to some of my mandala stamps. Let's see if there's one or two in here that I can just use to create some circles in the background. Oops. So the idea with these was that I actually cut into the acetate sheet. Sorry for the rustling. So there's not so much in the way of saving smooching, because once it's down, but it's only a bit of cardstock. That's all. I really like the unpredictability of it. Maybe try smooching, but don't have projects in mind. Perhaps just try them. Just try to make some backgrounds and don't think about what you want to achieve. Just have a go and see how that turns out. Because I think if you plan a project, it's never going to quite go right. So this is the acetate sheet, and the reason I cut these out is because I can now kind of use these to plan where I'm going to stamp and such if I want to. Which other one? I think that one's a bit, is this one a bit heavy? I think that one might be a bit heavy, so let's go with a smaller one down here. Again, actually, that might go there, and then perhaps, there we go. See, I can plan with the acetate sheet, especially if I'm stamping in black. I'm going to be clearing my throat all morning, so sorry. I really like that that's actually like right on the tip of the wing. Can you see that? Because I appreciate I've got the light shining on it, but if you can see there, so I've kind of got, so if I now just pull these to the side and use the actual stamps. Where's my, let's use this. I really like, no, I'm not going to keep using my blending mat. That's kind of, I feel like it's cheating. It's not, but I feel like it is. I'm going to set up my Oxide colour strips today. I have a go at blending. Yay! So many ideas in my head. I don't know where to start. Got Christmas cards to make for a craft fair this weekend. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Oh, Christmas fairs. How quickly has that come around? So that's this one. That's a bit small. I need a slightly bigger block. For this sort of thing, I like to use just an acrylic block with my hands. I just prefer it. And I'm not going to be too worried about how much ink I'm putting on. I'm going to do a quick dab, but I'm not doing perfect inking for this. Roughly there. It was roughly there. See where it's missed a little bit because I wasn't worried about my inking. That's what I want. So because I want the butterfly to be the solid black that really stands out over the top. Oh dear, this throat thing's going to annoy me today. I've got the little one. Oh, let's go with this one. I don't think this was actually the one I chose now, but never mind. Pop it down here. And I think if you remove your butterfly as well, you're less likely to try and be too precise with that positioning. Now I've got an idea. Was it? I should remember. It was this one, wasn't it? On the edge. So I'm just going to ink the edge, which was about, let's go about here. Is it roughly? Yeah, that one was a bit darker. I actually had a question about stays on ink. Oh look, there's another tiny one. About stays on ink on, oh I like that tiny one actually. I'm going to use that on stamps and how you should clean them, because you're not supposed to use stays on remover on these sorts of stamps, on photopolymer or like the acrylic ones. And you shouldn't, because, you know, it's chemicals and it could be damaging to the material. But as I replied to the lady, I think it was a YouTube comment this morning, and I said, you know what? No, you shouldn't. I'm going to do the air quote, shouldn't, but life's too short to worry about. I mean, the damage is going to be minimal. It really is. I haven't got time to worry about scrubbing, cleaning my stamps. I want to craft with them. And if you think about how often you actually use your stamps and the sort of damage that something like that is actually going to create, and it would take a long time and a lot of repeated cleaning with these solvents to cause any damage, I would say just don't worry about it. So where did these just come from? Where's my mandala box? Oh, they're right in front of me. So there, That's my opinion on cleaning stamps. All right, Tracy Humphreys, your mixed media videos have been so helpful and give me the confidence to have a go. It's like adult playtime. It is. It's like when we were at play school and they used to actually get the painting tables out. I used to get so excited. Now, this bit, I'm just looking, checking to see I haven't got anything else. This next bit is going to be scary for a few people. This is where it can get really quite messy, but I'm going to do it anyway. Pop this down. That's not going to help a lot if this goes wayward. Good morning, Sam. Hope you're well. Haven't spoken to you today, so I hope you're okay. Sam's getting on with her house. Oh, yes, we've booked a plasterer. I think I said at the very beginning, we've finally booked. Right, I want a big blob up there. Come on. We've booked a plasterer for the studio. I know everyone's eager to sort of see the space and everything, but plasterer's busy. They're all busy. We're not ready yet anyway. So we've booked him for, I think it's the 2nd of November, something like that, which is actually really convenient because we've got the fascia soffits and guttering being done on the 30th and 31st of October. And then we'll have this studio being plastered on the 2nd of November. I think it's the 2nd. Yeah, so that'll be fun. Yeah, good morning. Everyone's saying good morning to Sam. Is it okay to clean stamps with alcohol spray? I think so. Clean them with the alcohol spray. Give them a quick rinse so the alcohol's not sitting on them for a prolonged period of time. I can't see any problem with that. Obviously, don't go back to a company and say your stamps have been destroyed and it was Lou Collins who told me how to destroy them. I'm just giving you my opinion when I buy a set of stamps for the amount of times I'm going to use that stamp set and the period of time I'm going to use it. I can't worry too much about specific cleaning products for each one. You know, usually give it a wipe with water. That's fine. I don't worry what it looks like. I'm very well, thank you, Vicky. I saw a message from you this morning, and as usual, I was like, yeah, I will reply when I've finished doing everything else, and I haven't yet. But I'm sure. Did you write that last night or this morning? But either way, thank you for your message. I will come back to you. Gillian is jealous of you going out running. I got COVID in February. I'm still recovering. Oh no, still under the consultant, but actually on physio in 2 weeks for lung exercises. Hope they help. I really do. You know what? It seem strange, or it does to me, to hear people say about still only just getting COVID and how badly it's affecting them, because we just don't. I think we've stopped thinking about COVID like that now. My son had it earlier this year, probably about the same sort of time. Actually, we were just moved in here. It was the weekend we moved in, so it was March, end of March time. He got it again, and he was fine within a couple of days. He wasn't even testing positive anymore, and I just find it I find it quite strange that we've had this really traumatic period, this pandemic, and all of a sudden people are sort of forgetting about it, but it's still around, isn't it? It's still got to be cautious. So I hope you're feeling better soon anyway. I'm terrible at giving my opinion too much. I chat too much. Scraparium. Is that right? Am I saying that correctly? Good morning from USA. Hope you're well. Lynn always forgets about smooching. I love it. I will get on in a moment. Let's see. Laurie likes the idea of using acetate sheet that way. I hadn't thought about it before. It's literally an accident this morning, but I might have to do a little tip video on that. Good morning from Florida, stopping by. Hello, thank you so much for stopping by. Wow, it must be really early for you. So what are we looking at? We're 10:30. Must be like 5:30 in the morning for you. Well, thank you for joining me anyway. Right, so we've got the butterfly on here now. All we need there is a sentiment. We don't need much else. I think you can go crazy, but if you're just starting with mixed media and you're getting used to doing this sort of style, don't stress too much. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to build up loads and loads and loads of layers. Let me see. I'm going to go with one of these. Let's see. I think a long one. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be amazing. Do you know what? That sounds perfect to me. Or do I want a black one? Hang on a minute. There's black versions of everything and there's white versions of everything. Let's see, these are my most used. These are just come back in again. They keep selling out, which is fabulous. I think I might actually use the black one. So let's, I think, because this is mixed media and because it's not classed as perfect, it's not clean and simple. Oh, I need to do, right, okay, I'm going to do this. Bear with me. This is going to be proof that this works. Did you just see the, can you see the fraying? Let me come to show you what I can see. Can you see, where am I doing it? There, the fraying that's on my, so my blade started to blunt a little bit. I nearly lost my heat gun there, sorry. So my blade's starting to blunt. Now I do have a replacement somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So bear with me, 2 seconds, I'm going to grab something. Well, that's gutting. I was going to grab my kitchen foil and show you how to sharpen it, for those who didn't know, but we've run out of kitchen foil. That's really annoying. So we're going to have to go with blunt blade, because I don't know where my new blades are. They're somewhere, which is obvious, they're somewhere, but I couldn't tell you where, and it's really frustrating because I want to finally replace the blade on this one, but we're going to go with the frayed look instead. Oh, that's actually really bad because that didn't cut very well. That didn't cut very well at all, but you know what, we're going to go with it because I really want to get through 3 cards today if we can. So I'm just going to take off some of these edges. I absolutely love this trimmer. I really, really do, but I need to find where my replacement blades are. I think they're in the other office, which, like I say, we handed in the notice on that because we now have a date for the plasterer, so we kind of know roughly when things are going to be moving along. Now I'm going to snip. I've got a little bit of the white there. It's not perfect. That's why I've chosen this title. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be amazing. There we go. Let's pop this on there. Just flat. This is actually a flat card for a mixed media card. This one's actually really flat, so I could pop this in the post, no problem. If I wanted to do extra dimension. Okay, so there's one quick card, mixed media card. Oh, I love those phrases. Thank you. The trimmer and stamping platform are the best from CCP. They really are. I just saw Jeanette's comment and then I was reading Monica, so apologies. They are Monica. I might have to go at this. Have a go, definitely. Definitely have a go. So that's using those mandala stamps as well. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on to the black one. So the black mixed media one that I wanted to do. I'm going to create my own card base for this. Let's move that shiny, horrible shiny mat out the way. But if you do have these clear blending mats, make sure you always put them back somewhere where you know where they're going to be. Let's just do, what sort are we going to do? I do like the top fold cards, but we've just done one, haven't we? So let's do 4, 5. Let's do a 4 by 6 inch. Oh, let's open this up. There we go. So 4, scored at 4, cut at 8. It's not feathered quite so much on that one. And then 6 inches for the height. Now put my black scraps away. Now again, very similar. I'm going to start with a background. Now I'm going to do a big rainbow, big bold rainbow colour on this. Let's do this. This dragonfly stamp's still available. Beautiful, beautiful for mixed media. Let's find a piece of, I just said to you, didn't I? I just said I'm going to do my background stamping first, and now I've immediately gone to the pretty stamp. But I can't find a piece of cardstock that's big enough, so I might have to cut into a big sheet. Oh, that's a shame. Never mind. Oh no, here's a piece. There's a piece. Right, so okay, we'll do the top first, then we'll think about the background. The background's going to be white. It's going to be white pattern. So in this, I've also got some additional extra stamps that I can use if I'm doing mixed media type projects. I've got honeycomb there, I've got a circle there, and I'm sure I've got some, triangle there as well. Plus I've got words and the two big designs. So I'm just going to pop my stamp onto there. This I will use my stamping platform with, but just to give me a guide, I'm going to sketch around here. You probably can't see that. I can just about see that. There we go. You used the stamp with the flowers the other day. Yeah, I love these flowers. I very often will stamp those and cut them out and not even use them in the shape. They're beautiful. I'd love to go back to the Geometrics collection again. Right, now I need to choose some bright colours. So yellow. Oh, okay, this is where I have a lot of fun. There it is. That one. Festive Berries is a brilliant bright red. Now, Cracked Pistachio. And I think, I'm missing. Oh, it's here. Let's swap that up for that. How about those for bright colours? Bearing in mind this is like it's brighter than it looks. Yeah, let's go with those. Now I just need to find the brushes for each of these, because I want really deep, solid sort of blending. I'm also going to position these in a way that, see then the greens there, yellow, pink, there we go. Thinking about the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, then back into red. So they will mix really nice. Okay, so I need my blending brushes. So I'm really sad because I don't have my frames at the moment either. Right, what do we need? That's my seedless preserves. I know that one. I use it a lot. Don't know if lemonade's going to be in this one. No, I don't think it is. So Cracked Pistachio and Mermaid Lagoon, which is you. Cracked Pistachio. And where are you? Now I've got a lot of greens and teals, an awful lot. So there you are. I just saw the word. And then I've got my warms, which is this pot. Squeeze lemonade. Some of these need a wash, and I saw what was really cool. Lou Sims, she put her brushes in the washing machine in a pillowcase, and I think I'm going to try that. I'm going to chuck say 20 of them in at a time and just see how they come up. I think that'd be a really cool experiment. Right, so I'm just going to stick within sort of the rough boundaries of that pencil fixed blending either. I'm just wanting to put the colours down, and these are going to hopefully really pop against the black. I've just ordered the bundle. Love the big mandala die. Looking forward to creating lovely things with it. The big mandala die is beautiful. It's one of my favourites ever. But I say, you know what it's like. Like, we get new collections coming in all the time, and we kind of almost forget about old collections, and it's really sad we don't have more time to keep revisiting old collections and doing more with them. There we go. I do love Mermaid Lagoon as well. Such a beautiful, bold colour. Now, of course, if you're working onto black, you don't have to go with bright colours, but I like it. Somebody who does mixed media cards very, very well, who I completely admire, is Tracy Evans. Her cards are beautiful. She's just got a really lovely way of balancing everything, picking colours as well. It's gorgeous. Seedless preserves up in this corner. My Mermaid Lagoon. Get a bit more of a purple going on there because the pink and the purple are quite similar. There we go. Okay, I'm just doing your assignments, so just listening and watching. Please let them know. Yeah, I will let you know if it works for cleaning the brushes, definitely. Hope so. Because I need some help. I've just put those, I'm going to keep the inks out in case I need them again. I'm going to dry this off. I don't really need to dry it actually at the moment. I'm not needing to dry it. I was thinking I was doing heat embossing, but I'm not. That's going to go on there. Stamping platform. Oh, where are my magnets? I took them out yesterday when I was doing something. Here they are. These are darn strong. There we go. So who took part, who signed up and took part this weekend with the Stress-Free Card Making Summit? So I was one of the teachers, I don't know what we called ourselves, the people who supplied a class, sorry. I was one of those. There was 29 of us, 30 of us, there was a lot of people. I did a live Q&A as well on the Saturday night. You'll find that on their YouTube channel, the Stress-Free Card Making Summit YouTube channel. I'm not sure if anyone can watch those. Yeah, not sure. I think that might just be to attendees, but either way, I had a fabulous time getting everything ready. Doing the live Q&A was brilliant. Ardith was hosting the live Q&A, so I got to have a chat with her, which was really nice. Again, Ardith, if you've not come across her on YouTube, go and check her out. She's got loads of subscribers, absolutely in the middle there. This is my VersaFine Claire, only because I know that this ink pad is juicy, really juicy at the moment. Lynn Stubbington watched most of the Stress-Free Summit tutorials, very interesting. And Lynn did as well. Sorry, two Lynns. Lynn Price did as well. Did you do it with the free ticket? Did you still find you had enough time each day to go through the ones you wanted? I hope you got to watch mine. Or did you buy the bigger ticket? There's summits coming along all the time. There's loads of summits about. So don't worry if you've missed it and you think, oh, that sounds interesting. What's that? Lots and lots of videos posted online, along with forums, freebies, classes and things that you can join in with. Because it's all online, there's no pressure if you're not keen on meeting people face to face. If you're quiet like that, if you're busy as well, because it's online, you can watch things on your phone while you do the housework, whatever. It's just a great way of getting people crafting and involved in something. Now I will clean that up in just... No, do it now, Louise. Do it now. This is about the extent I go to when it comes to cleaning my stamps. Going back to that conversation we had earlier. So this is from the Textures Geometrics collection. I did check, it's still in stock. It's still showing on Craft website. If you're not sure, just go to the brand page, Crafts Brands, Textures, and you can filter by range or brand. And so... No, it's range, isn't it? And that'll be Geometrics. Now I need to just cut this out. You watch me first. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Let's just pop over to YouTube. Apologies to everybody. I've kind of been... Is there some buffering going on? So it's telling me there might be a little bit of buffering going on. Let me know on YouTube how it's going. I thought it might be a problem. Barbara saw mine, but she has the ultimate card bundle, so she can look at the others too. Brilliant. Mitzi also signed up, saw yours, but couldn't find the links to the others. You should have had emails. You should have had emails on the day each morning, which would have been our time, lunchtime. Yeah, it is buffering. That's a shame. Let me see if I can. I'm not sure. I don't think I can change it while I'm here. Let me see. Just going to pop. Oh, it's actually YouTube, isn't it? That's the problem. I'm going to pop everything down. There we go. Now, see if that makes a difference. Hopefully it will or won't. It won't. Okay, so I'm going to cut these out now. So there's actually 2 sets of triangles, and these are additional, so these are going to be separate from the main image, and I can place them anywhere I want, but I'll probably keep them so that they flow with the colour. So these are like the yellow green ones, so I'll keep them down to that bottom corner. So snip there, snip there. See, I think if I was streaming to one platform at that quality, it wouldn't be too bad, but I think 2 is just a bit, it's a bit high for it, but only a little bit. That's good. How are we doing on Facebook? Had a little bit, but not too much of a problem. Hopefully, it's only the live, and when you go back to watch the recording, or if anyone wants to go back and watch it, hopefully that won't be an issue then. Oh, I've actually got 3 because these triangles are in 2 sections. I know there's some of you who like to sit and watch fussy cutting, who are quite happy to sit and watch that, so this is for you. Triangles are so easy, aren't they? Just little straight lines. I had my very first ever half-tone stamp, you know, the stamps that do the shading when you stamp them. My first ever one was with the Geometrics collection, and that sold out really quickly, so I was really pleased with that. That was a little A6 background stamp. But I've just taken receipt of, does that make sense? One of my future collections, which is coming out springtime next year, so it's a little way to wait, but I'm really excited about it. It's so pretty. So we do get them early, but obviously we have to do testing, and then once the testing's done, then they actually get ordered, and there's a whole delivery process, and I've got other launches before then as well. Now, some of this image is going to be cut off because I'm going with the main parts, so there's a few words here that I'm going to be snipping away. I'm not worried about having them in there. Not a lot, just a tiny little bit. So basically anything that's joined to this center circle in the image, I'm going to keep. If it's aside from that, I'm not going to worry with cutting around it. Who's got time for that? It's very much my mantra lately. Who's got time for that? So I haven't actually asked, how's this week been treating you all? Has anyone got any news, anything exciting happening? Anyone doing their first craft fair, Christmas craft fair, anything like that, planning for that? Yeah, what's been happening? Have you bought any new craft supplies? Have you treated yourself lately? Oh, Vicky, you really want to craft, but you must get your assignment done. We'll get that done, then your crafting will be a treat as almost a reward. I have to reward myself, and it's usually my lunch. If I stay at my desk and I don't go wandering around the house and doing anything different all day, I get to have a nice treat at lunch. But to be fair, I'm the only one here to uphold that, so sometimes it's pointless because I just tell myself, you deserve it anyway. So to me, a non-treat lunch is a sandwich, and a treat lunch is jacket potato. I've actually got some coronation chicken in the fridge. Yeah, that's that with butter as well. Amazing lunch, that one. Sorry, this bit's taking a little bit of a time. Just looking at some distress inks to buy. Jeanette, are you buying your first ones? I know I posted to somebody the other day about a video explaining which colours I'd suggest you buy first, or are you topping up your stash? Are you now adding to it? I must admit, there isn't much excitement with buying re-inkers, is there? I know we have to do it. Once you've got the colours, it's not quite as exciting anymore to buy new ones. Just have to top up. Now I'm going to go around these hexagons because, yeah, they're hexagons, because I like the pattern. I'm going to go around these. This black is going to look amazing. Sorry, this colour is going to look amazing on the black. It's going to be so much fun. Now today I've actually got another live I'd like to tell you all about. It's going to be at 12:30, so I mustn't make this overrun too long. 12:30 with the lovely Christina Griffiths. She has a new collection launched today on Craft Stash. Again, you can check that out through the link that I've pinned in the comments, but it's called Warm Florals, and it's actually what we call a card creator collection. God, that purple looks gorgeous between the Mermaid Lagoon and the Seedless Preserves. So it's called a card creator collection, and it's basically, it's not your stamps and dies, it is just sort of cardstock, so stickers, washi, paper. So it's actually makes it more affordable as a collection to purchase as well, but nice easy crafting with it too. So Christina is launching that today. We're going to do a live. I've got a little video to show you that she's created something with it too, and just generally have a chat with her, and that's going to be in the Craft Stash group, so make sure you join us there. Okay, so now let's see what this looks like on the black. Look at that, how much it pops. Let me just pop over. There we go. And then we've got, now again, oh, see, I don't really want to get rid, I really like putting things to that side. Should we go down to a different side? Should we come down to this corner instead? How about, like, I'm a bit shaky today. I think I need some more sugar. Oh, and then I've got this one as well. How about like that? And I'll take those bits off. I think so. Right, so I'm not going to do that just yet though. As I said, I'm going to do a little bit of background stamping. So what shall I do in the background? I'm just looking through. These are kind of, this is a tub of like my favourite sort of stamps from my textures ranges. I've got, these will work because it's all sort of geometric. This is my Reflections collection. It's a mouthful. I've actually got the Reflections heart. I can't tell you which of the reflections is still available, I'm afraid, but we have the bits that go around it. But this is actually like lots of dashed lines, crisscross lines. So I think that would look cool if I just do some of these. Right. So anti-static bag on the black cardstock first of all. And then let's, super sticky stamps. They fade out at the edge anyway, which is quite handy. Now you won't see these at the moment. So I'll just do a bit like so. You could do stenciling as well. You could even glue down a die cut. It doesn't have to be stamping in the background. If you've got die cuts, you can put them on. Right. Put that on there. I have to bear in mind as well with the internet connection. My daughter's at home. She's got an at-home day with uni today, so she's at home on the internet also, which makes it a little harder for streaming. Not too much. She doesn't use anything too heavy. Whoops, a daisy. I nearly kept that in the pot. Right. Come on, you're caught in the crease. So just with my finger, I'm going to get rid of any bits that I don't want. It's only supposed to be rough, like patchy, I guess is the word. So that's just the effect that I want. Caroline, I recently filled the gaps in my distressing oxides and inks and then swatched and sorted them using Lou's downloadable charts. Very satisfying. I'm really glad they're helpful. Do they have to be Tim Holtz Distress inks? Distress inks is a brand designed by Tim Holtz. But there are other blending inks that are not called Distress, so they won't necessarily have the distress properties like the reaction to water on them. But I know a lot of other companies like Spectrum Noir, for example, do what they call blending inks, so you can get inks that blend together that are not Distress. Anything named Distress is Tim Holtz. Does that make sense? So yeah, a lot of inks will blend together with enough work, but the beauty of distress inks, particularly Oxides, where the pigment sits on top of the paper, they blend nice and easily. That is one of their properties. It's kind of why they're the craft industry go-to for ink blending, and certainly mine always has been. That's why I've collected them all. Just bend that back. It's not too bad. I'll flatten it out later. Okay, so white paint. Of course, my white paint. Paintbrush. I saw you, there you are, the other day. My paintbrush is a little bit stiff. Here we go, more splatting. What's the worst that could happen? Tell yourself that if you're scared of splatting and smooching and things. What is the absolute worst that can happen if it goes wrong? Very little. No worries, Lynn. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll clean that up as well. Right, I think I'm going to put this on with some foam. If I can find, I've actually got, now I've got some black foam. I know that the backing doesn't come off this very easily. I don't know whether it's been, usually the cause of that is because it's been left somewhere warm. I'm not sure if that's the case with this particular roll, because obviously while I've been moving studios and things like that, things have not been in their usual places, but because it's black, I'd like to use this anyway. So just give that a really good press down. And the issue has been with this is when I peel off the backing tapes, sometimes I seem to catch the line of glue on top of the foam and it pulls that as well. So I kind of have to try and very carefully get the corner, which has been, there we go, and make sure that I'm only pulling the backing off, not the rest. Another tip, if you're covering the back of something with foam tape or foam pads and then you're thinking, oh goodness, I've got to get the back of all of these, you actually don't. You'll be surprised by how little adhesive you need on things. If you just took off round the edges, the centre won't bow in because you've got the foam there, but you don't actually have to have it sticking to anything. There we go, we got there. So I am going to trim some of this off anyway. There we go. Like a little bit of, I know it's on black, but still get a little bit of a drop shadow. What would be really cool, actually, I might do it, I might do that, is make the wings white. I don't think, it's 11 o'clock now. I mean, I'm going to carry on for a little bit longer. But I'd like to have got the craft one done, but I thought that was a bit ambitious to get to 3 cards done. Loving the ideas, just sorting my craft space out so I can craft today. Oh, I hope it goes well, Shelley. Oh, sorting out. Isn't it funny, though, how... good morning, crafty Mama Me. How are you? Wanda from Canada as well. Hope you're well. Linda's watching briefly before work from Houston, Texas. I hope you're well too. Lots of you from over water. Do you snip direct on the lines? Just outside, Barbara. Just outside, so you've still got the black image. You can hardly see it, but yeah, just a little bit of the outside of the line. So what was I saying? Someone reminded me, I started to say, isn't it funny? Let me go back to my comments there and say, isn't it funny? Oh, isn't it funny how organising your craft items can actually give you more inspiration and more ideas and make you want to craft? Sometimes if I've been stuck, you know, you lose your mojo, don't you? Sometimes. If I've been in that situation, if I just go in my craft room and say, right, I'm going to organise my stamps, my dies, my distress inks, whatever it may be, just give them a bit of an organise. I can almost guarantee by the time I've finished sorting whatever it was, I've got an idea and I want to crack on and do it then. So it's a really good way of getting your mojo back, is just organising. And I know Justine Hovey does a lot on organising stash and such. Now I think that one can be an up there. Now, as I said, is that going to be big enough? Oh my goodness me, not quite. Not quite. Let's use the back of this then. That same stamp. I think I can just about do it with this actually. Is just stamp these wings. That's all I want, white wings on top. I think that will look really cool and really layered. So just onto a bit of scrap white paper or cardstock. That's it. And then cut these out. I really like these stamps for layered stamping, the geometric ones. I think they're perfect for that. So there's so much that you can snip out. If you like pencil colouring as well, these are really good for being able to just sit and do some colouring. Excuse me, croaky voice. There we go. Let's see, how does that look? Yeah, I think that'll really make the wings pop at least. Wonder, mine was a dumping room. I finally got it to where I want it, and it's such a happy place now. Yeah, I can't wait to have a proper craft room again. Nova, your craft room is so full, you just can't use it at the moment. It's become a dumping room. Oh, it's funny. A couple of you say that. Yeah, I think happier crafting. It's like anything though, isn't it? I think you're just generally happier around the home when things are tidy. So if you tidy any room, you're happier in it. And how can you create if you're trying to create and you know that around you you've got mess to sort out and such like. Oh, it's just caught the edge of the wings. Just caught. I don't think it'll notice. So yeah, so join me and Christina at 12:30. That's not me finished. I just thought I'd mention it. And that's in the Craft Stash chat group. That is the new place. If there's any Facebook Lives, that's where they will be. So you can join that. You don't need to wait for membership questions to be approved or anything like that. Just quickly answer the questions and you're in straight away. You can watch us at 12:30. Come and have a chat with me and Christina then. I won't be crafting, but we will be playing a video out that Christina has created. That's bit. Oh look, even more dimension. I'm happy with that. Okay, so I just got my tweezers out, so use them. It almost seems a shame to be covering up the colour, but you know, you can always recreate that colour somewhere else. Go on. I wasn't going to do it. I was struggling to cover it up. We've still got the circle underneath. But look how much more. Oh, is that glue? Oh, I've got a lot of glue around there. That'll come back. Ooh, one more. So one stamp. Oh, actually I lied because we've got the background stamp as well, haven't we? Two stamps. Haven't even got a word on here yet. I think I might leave the word. I'm not sure what it might be yet. And the last one. Although I'm going to be snipping the edge of this in a moment. Of course it doesn't matter on these, does it? Because I'm going to be snipping them away. So it really doesn't matter that they're not right to the edge. Okay. Big scissors, straighter line. Your husband says I spend more time organising my craft room than crafting. Yes, but then it makes the crafting so much more worthwhile and so much more fun. And yeah. Oh look, I've done a smudge. I've done a smudge at the top. Are we surprised? Nope. Right, I have created two mixed media cards in an hour with a lot of chatting. Some lovely bright colours. I did say to you, mixed media doesn't need to be grungy and browns and blacks and things like that. If you've caught me on YouTube, I'd love it if you could subscribe to me. If you found me on Facebook, please do make sure you like or follow my page as well. And like I say, if you're purchasing anything from Craft Stash, I'd love it if you could pop through the pinned link or the highlighted comment, or whatever you want to call it, that's in this chat, and that will take you through to Craft Stash. And then I'll just get a small percentage of commission if you purchase anything, but there's no pressure. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget those mandalas are the deal of the day today. So that's just under £40, £39 something for the entire bundle, everything I showed you at the beginning. But that's also without your 10% discount if you're a VIP. So that takes it down another £3.90 something, doesn't it? So that will be like just over £35, I think, for the entire collection. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Lynn. Layla, hello. Sorry, we're just finishing up, Layla, but thank you so much for joining us. And Jenny, thank you very much on Facebook. You're all lovely. Thank you. I'll see you next Wednesday. Well, I'll see you at 12:30 in the Craft Stash group, Craft Stash chat group on Facebook, hopefully. And I will be here, of course, as always, next Wednesday. And on YouTube, I'm uploading videos every few days. So, like I say, subscribe over there and you'll never miss anything.